Welcome, March 8th, 2026, here on the Crawford Podcasting Network. Coach Keyton Crawford. Kerry Keyton played for George Perlis, where you were supposed to arrive 10 minutes before the meeting. Kerry Keyton was 10 minutes late to our meeting, make that 20. So what the hell's going on there? You're going to run laps after the podcast.
Hey, Kerry decided to take that spring forward and shove it up somebody's rear end. That's what. That's what it was.
Okay, I don't want to get into too far of this, but you know what? I get a kick out of people saying how that causes heart attacks. What the hell? Everybody's sleep is skewed up anyway over the course of one day versus the next day versus the next day. That just blows my mind.
Yeah, all I know is I didn't do it, and my alarm went off at 8, but with 8 to now is 9, and so here we are.
Okay, here we are.
But I made it.
Go ahead.
I made it.
You did. Okay. So today is March 8th, as I indicated before, 4:30 today over at Chrysler Center. I'll be down there sitting next to my longtime radio and TV partner, Jack Ebling, who's not missed the Michigan State basketball game, home or away, since January 24th, 1970. My record is not that good, obviously. I was at that game, though, as an 8th grader. Rudy T. and the Wolverines beat Michigan State 91-88. Two bad teams at the time. Kerry, you don't recall that game because you weren't even born. Oh, no, you were born. What were you, 2? What were you?
Two and not caring.
2.
Probably 2 and five.
You know, you probably played at 2 years old, you were 5'2", 125 by then, right?
winning football games in the backyard at 2 for sure.
Big Joe was Little Joe back then.
My goodness,
dominating on the east side of Lansing.
Golly, that's wild. 2 years old.
Yeah. Anyway,
why do you remember that?
It's a big day, but it's not a big. I mean, the Big Ten basketball championship regular season is clinched already, and this is all kind of positioning for solidifying seeding for both Michigan and Michigan State. But it's a rivalry, and it'll be intense down there for the Wolverines and Spartans. Payback for the Spartans for getting beat by double digits up there at Breslin. Now, Michigan has not swept Michigan State since 2014, so that's a long time. They've beaten them here and there, but they haven't swept them. State has swept Michigan the last 2 years, so there's that element. It's senior day for Michigan, 4 seniors, or 5 rather, 4 or 5. You include Charlie May in there. So it will be. I think Dusty's son's a senior. I'm not sure. Anyway, but at least there's 5. So my point is 4 or 5. There's Namari, there's Will Cheddar, Roddy Gale, Yaks. Maybe I'm leaving somebody else out. I'm not sure. But regardless,
you might be the only person that might even have a chance to know who those 5 kids are.
Yeah. Regardless, they're going to do something different. They're going to have their ceremony after the game, which Michigan State has done. Well, they don't go out there and lick the M like you all do up there for some reason.
Well, shit, they ain't been there long enough to appreciate the M. Except maybe Will.
Will's been there. Will's been there 3 years.
Will been there.
I don't know what you expect today. We're not going to dwell on too much because shelf life on this topic track is a little short, but maybe because by the time so many people see this game will be underway. But what do you expect is going on today at Chrysler?
Well, it's important for 2 reasons, in my opinion. One, because obviously Michigan State doesn't want to lose to them again, and I think that Michigan already had that 1 seed locked up, but with Danny Hurley with Connecticut losing, I think that solidified their number 1 somewhere.
You want to be number 1 Midwest, so you want to be in United Center for the Sweet 16.
Yeah, it may not be. The game may not be as important to those guys. Only reason it will be because of the whole Michigan State thing.
It's a bad
But
rivalry.
at the end of the day, those people that are just got there, it may not mean as much to them as it does to Michigan State guys. So that
Okay, how
but
many state
that's all
guys have played 4 years?
personal choice.
How many state guys have played 4 years? Michigan's got one who's played all 4 years. How many
Well,
guys do they have? Two?
both the big guys have been there for 4 years.
Big white guys, and who else?
Fear's been there for 3 now.
Fears
Corn
has been there
Carr,
for 3? I thought he's been there for
2 or 3. Corn Carr's been there his whole time.
Who else?
The freshman is a freshman, obviously.
Freshman's a freshman. That doesn't count.
And then everybody, the other guys that are seniors, they've been there 4 years. They don't play much.
Okay.
But the guys that play the most for Michigan State been there for the whole time.
Yeah. So it should be.
I mean, Michigan State's playing for pride, and if they knock off Michigan, they jump right up into making sure they have a 3.
Oh man, they got a 3. I mean, they're talking. This
might sneak into a 2.
I mean, I think even if they lose and they win a couple games in Chicago at the Big Ten tournament, they're going to be a 2. It's where you're playing that to, what region you're in.
Yeah,
all that matters is the matchups. The matchups. I mean, I remember Michigan State was literally the favorite in 2016, and they lost in the opening round on a Friday afternoon to Middle Tennessee State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantees in the NCAA tournament.
Nah, ain't nothing guaranteed about waking up on time.
That's true.
True,
but you won today, so
I woke up. So, like I said, the rest of the shit is just details. And if I missed this podcast today, guess what? Today's still gonna go on. It would have been a little bit sadder, but it was still going to go on.
Yeah.
So I'm just making happy sure I woke my big ass up this morning.
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
good.
I'm not thrilled with this. I mean, we got Emily and I got a long day. So go down there, picking them up, to get down to Chrysler, have a little pregame meal in the media room, go up, sit where we sit, watch the game. And after the game, Jack will go over to the Young Center. You see, Michigan State Michigan at Chrysler has separate venues for their press conferences. So Izzo will go over to the Young Center for his and all that, the Graham Couches of the world, Chris Solari's of the world. They go over there. I'll sit there and wait and watch the senior night, and then have our press conference in the Chrysler Media Center. And then after that, Jack and I, we have to tape our, the Press Pass TV show from down there, because we tape it typically 7:30 or 8, and then do our podcast. So I'll probably get home at 11 o'clock at night when it's all said and done. But
so how do those guys get to ask the other guys questions then? Or they don't?
Well, if you want to go to Dusty's press conference, you go to Dusty's press. You can't do both. I mean, Michigan State has a different. For basketball, they do one after the other. And Michigan used to do this. Now they do it so. Because my God, you're gonna be there forever. I mean, go back to back. I mean, I don't know. That's why.
You limit it to what we got this much time, and that's it. If you don't get your question answered, or somebody don't answer the question,
I mean, you got players from both teams and a coach. I mean, I like it doing it at the same time. If you want, get your other staff member of that platform or that publication. You cover them, I'll cover here. You don't have to have them both. Yeah, that's too clunky. So,
but I'm still limiting the time, because I don't need my people there, especially like if we're on the road or something. We got time to be sitting around all day answering questions.
Well, that's the format.
How long does it usually last?
So like at Chrysler for basketball, get there about 10, 15 minutes after the game, and we'll bring 3 players. and we do a common 3-corner scrum. One guy over here, one guy up here, one guy in the other corner, and then you spread around, you roam around. And it's freelance. We call it media. You just throw out the questions. I grab video. But then when they're done, Dusty comes in, and Dusty will go 15 to 20. I don't know how long Izzo. I don't do Izzo's account. I haven't been in front of an Izzo press conference in a long time. Since probably 2019. So that's the format, and then we're done. But then we got to tape our 2 shows. So I'm not complaining. I love what I'm doing. I love being down at Chrysler, and it's Michigan State. I love college basketball. March Madness is right around the corner. This is a good time of the year, man. Good time of the year. Right?
Did you see Danny Hurley get kicked out?
I did not. I watched Duke last night beat Carolina. And that brings up another thing before we go into the Danny Hurley thing. I think this Michigan State thing, I'm going to find out today. Maybe I'll ask Dusty about it. Is this going to be locked in? So, 2 years in a row now, Michigan State playing the last regular season game.
Is
this a Duke Carolina thing, which always happens? But, Duke lost, one of their players got hurt. They're a thin team. Danny Hurley got kicked out. Surprise, surprise. Tell me what happened.
Oh, just from the videos I watched, because somebody sent me the clip and it wasn't open, so I had to go digging to finding it, the video. But it was 66 to 64. They had the ball. The kid drove to the basket. The big kid from Marquette did what everybody tells you to do. His arms may have come down a little bit. I didn't think so, not enough, but he jumped straight up. And the guy jumped into him and didn't get in the ball, fell, got blocked, and didn't get no. And my man went bonkers on the sideline, kind of rubbed the ref a little bit, but you can't touch him, but they jump in there and grabbing on kids and throwing kids around when there's a scuffle, they grab everybody like they're, UFC referees or something. He kind of chested him a little bit.
Oh,
it was barking in his ear. My man hit him with 2 quick ones. Boom, boom. See you later.
Oh, see ya.
Dog. So they had to make a couple free shots and end up 68 something. So
who won? UConn went down.
Oh yeah, lost to Marquette.
How about Purdue at Mackey? What, they lose 5 games this year?
They lost again?
They lost to Wisconsin yesterday. Now, Senior Day.
Ouch! I watched the Ohio State, some of the Ohio State game.
Yeah. With Ohio State, they got it cooking, man.
They're gonna get in the tournament. They're gonna be a problem because
Bruce Thornton's a dude, man.
If he gets in that tournament, he's going. He don't care if he gets in the playing game. I don't care what. Just put me in the tournament.
Oh no, he's in the tournament. There's no doubt.
The Purdue
should be out. Indiana's not a basketball school. Don't pretend you are. You're a football school. Remember that now. But Bruce Thornton reminds me of. He's kind of like a football player. Kind of just weaving his way through. Little jump cuts in here and there. Bullying.
He's a bad dude, man.
He's got some shoulders on him, man. He's a
bad dude. That's a prime example of coming to college and staying and progressing and developing and getting better and better and better. And every time he come down the court, I'm like, if he got the ball in his hand, get the ball out of his hand, please. Because if he's shooting it, it's going in.
Well, he broke Dennis Hobson's record all-time scoring.
Yeah.
So kudos to him. Michigan could be playing them Friday noon in the Big Ten tournament. And it's hard to be a team 3 times. I mean, that one, and there's some Michigan fans, hey, if you win today, if you lose Friday, like, big freaking deal. You get the rest you won the Big Ten regular season, the Big Ten tournament. See, the Big Ten tournament championship, the shelf life, speaking of shelf life, that's about 40 minutes. Because when you crown Big Ten tournament champion, here comes it. CBS selection show. And from that point on, everything, no one remembers what just happened.
Nope.
At the United Center. I mean, it's
I don't
on
know
to
why.
the tournament, onto the brackets, blah, 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 blah. You might see some highlight clips here and there on BTN, but that's it.
I don't know why they move it up to Saturday.
Because CBS gives the Big Ten a shitload of money for that 345, which is
there's your answer.
Intro into Selection Sunday.
And there's your answer. Just like my girl from LSU, she was mad about playing the
What girl from LSU?
The head coach.
Kim Mulkey or whatever her name is.
Kim Mulkey. She was mad, why are we playing the SEC tournament? Because unlike the Big Ten women's tournament where nobody's there, SEC tournament is packed.
Yeah.
And they're making a whole bunch of money. That's why you have the SEC tournament. So don't ever get it twisted as to why they're doing something. It's because of the money. Follow the money.
The Big Ten women's tournament, that's like pick your row, which you want. You got 5 to 10 seats to choose from.
Easy. Only way it isn't if it's in Indiana is if Indiana's playing in it or Purdue's playing in it.
It's good. I mean, I'm glad. We'll see what happens. Michigan State both out of it, but they can focus. They're both in the NC2A, so all that matters. I want to segue over before we go any further. I'm going Tuesday night to the Don with Tursday and some other to watch the East Lansing Trojans, by far the best team in the state of Michigan, take on my mom's alma mater, Ann Arbor Pioneer, in the quarterfinals. And that sucker will be over with after the first quarter, I'm thinking. Don't you think? Or not?
Depends on which East Lansing team shows up.
Really? This is the first time I've seen him in person all year.
If the East Lansing team that showed up against Waverly in the district final, then yes, it'll be over in the first quarter. If it's the one that showed up against Kalamazoo Lloyd Norks and Kalamazoo Central, then it'll be. Now Kalamazoo Central was a little bit better than Lloyd Norks, but Lloyd Norks slow start, blah blah blah, and then they had a game, and then they beat them pretty good. But they beat them by 30 the first game a couple weeks ago, and then but if they get out and shoot the ball well early, you can mail it in, because those kids. I mean, they're good. Period. Kalamazoo Central is a top 10 in the state team, and they beat them by 30 points like it wasn't nothing. So
I know that's what I mean, but
I don't foresee them losing by any stretch.
This is where I get frustrated with the boys tournament is moved up a week. So I'll be down in Chicago for the Big Ten tournament. I'm going to miss I always love going to the A doubleheader and out at Breslin and the finals and seeing East Lansing play. Well, they would probably play Grand Rapids, Northview, or somebody. I don't know how that lays out, or Rockford. Maybe that's in the semi or the final. I don't know how it lays out.
I don't know how if they stay down and might have to get Brother Rice.
Brother Rice. Yeah, no, you're right. Brother Rice is playing. No, they play the Brother Rice versus somebody else game.
Yeah,
Northview and I'd love to see that game at Rockford. I mean, it will bring a huge crowd. But I'm going to be down in Chicago, so that's why I'm frustrated. So this is the only high school game I'm going to go to all year. Is Tuesday night at the Don, which is some great memories of quarterfinal games at the Don Johnson Fieldhouse. I think that's a great venue. I'm glad they're utilizing it.
Yeah, it should be exciting, and obviously East Lansing, they should show up and should have one side full, and perhaps area people will show up to support them and whatnot, or hate on them. Either way, I mean, it is what it is. Kerry will be comfortably in his chair, or I might be driving. I don't know. I gotta get my schedule.
Before we go, talk about high school wrestling, which you are a big supporter and proponent of. going on?
Got down there to Ford Field. Absolutely great weekend. Shout out to my man Steve Delaney for all the courtesy and benefits. Watch the young fella from Grand Ledge. He's going to Michigan State. Logan Tollison is his name.
Yeah,
He's going to Michigan State.
Yeah,
But in my opinion, he may only be there a couple years, because unless he just really likes it there, because once he gets on that stage, if he does as well as we all think he will do, somebody gonna come in and offer him the money, and he may have to go somewhere where he can use his ability to make money. I mean, because there's not a lot of money in wrestling. So if he has opportunity to go get some NIL and go somewhere, Penn State, Ohio State, or Michigan, Oklahoma State, I mean, he has to take that opportunity and maximize his, because the kid really dominated the whole weekend. But there was so much good wrestling. Girls, they're gonna have to probably in the next year or two probably expand the girls from one division to two divisions, just blowing up. And the girls wrestling was it's really, I think Romeo won the girls state championship, just dominating. But it was exciting just to see all those people and all those young people down there, and the excitement when you win. And my man, like my man Delaney, his son took third, tough Division 175 at Division 1, Ashton. And that was it was exciting to see. Been to it a lot of times at Auburn Hills at the Palace, but to actually see it for the first time at Ford Field
that's awesome.
It's pretty amazing. So shout out to those kids for putting your toe on the line, because there's nobody else out there that you could pass the ball to or hand the ball off to or block for you. It's just you out there, baby. And watching those young females and young males go out there and get it done was truly inspiring to watch. So shout out to them.
All right, Kerry. Well, that's awesome. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Days from extreme like today in the 50s, a little windy, but you'll be sitting behind over there at Big Gel Studios watching Michigan State.
Only because if it was later, no, I'll have to see, because Big Ten Wrestling Finals are on, and I'll be watching that.
Oh man.
Michigan, Penn State had 9 kids in the semis last night and got 8 teams in the final.
There's no what's going to happen element to the Big Ten wrestling. It's Penn State and all you other guys.
Well, they'll win it, but the finals matches are going to be there's some really good matchups in the finals tonight. So obviously the NCAAs are the best, but Big Ten wrestling you don't get much better than that.
No, that's top shelf. There's no question
top
about
shelf.
it. Well, great job, Kerry. And as Kerry Keyton always ends our podcast.
Go green, and we about to get that W today, baby.
Okay, we'll see what happens to Go Blue.